remember my son Spencer saying, he said, "Mom, it's like we're staying at an all-inclusive resort, and then you remember why we're here." Stephen and I had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, Spencer, Mitchell, and Marysa. Mitchell at the time was 11 years old and had a pre-existing cardiac condition for which he was being followed and on treatment, but had a sudden episode during recess one day in grade 5 where he collapsed. He was resuscitated but never regained consciousness again, so we were faced with the realization that end-of-life care was what we were looking at. At that point, we were introduced to Canuck Place.
I think for me as an 8-year-old, it was very overwhelming to come to Canuck Place because we went from this small little room in the ICU to this big house full of people. I was really overwhelmed. But I think that is where the beauty of Canuck Place is all the people and the network and the community that's all around. So it was good that there were people everywhere to support you whenever you needed it.
It created space for us to be able to deal with what we were dealing and how we were going to move forward, both as a couple and as parents to 2 other healthy children. By doing that, Spencer and Marysa here were able to still be kids and have volunteers available all the time, which was just outstanding because sometimes I just didn't feel like playing and I needed to just have a quiet moment to be able to cry and process. And as a little 8-year-old girl at the time, that's the last thing she wanted to do. So it allowed us to have that amazing space where all of our needs could be met.
I think that was a huge part of my individual care, is that it was specific to me and I could have all of those supports available. As an 8-year-old, I didn't really process my grief at the time. I kind of put myself on autopilot without knowing. And it's not that I didn't acknowledge him, because I did, and we would have our days and we would talk about him a lot. But I think it was only when I came back to Canuck Place and started volunteering that I really started to process all that had happened. But I was only able to do that because Canuck Place had equipped me with skills and coping mechanisms, and it's okay to cry and it's okay to deal with those things and talk about that stuff. Canuck Place is still very much a part of our lives. I came back as a volunteer when I was 16, and I started as a peer volunteer, and then I worked with bereavement both here in Vancouver and in Abbotsford. I brought my mom in and we did some kitchen shifts, and now Mom works here, so it's very much a part of our lives, and it's a nice sanctuary to come to when I have an excuse to. I don't know where our family would be without Canuck Place. I don't know where I would be without Canuck Place, so we're very appreciative.